Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. Well, it seems like Wendy may be getting closer to having her day in court. I see from TMZ that Wendy, she has added the lawyer that got APRocky off from doing those 24 years that he was facing. Well, it's according to TMZ, well, actually the lawyer said it out his own mouth on TMZ that he has been signed on as Wendy's attorney, her personal attorney. And, you know, even though he stated that he still has to be approved to be signed on to Wendy's guardianship case, I believe that it's going to turn out in Wendy's favor. Even though, you know, things has been moving in the right direction for Wendy for the last couple of months, I still believe that there's a lot of work to be done, because it seems like they're saying one thing, the judge is saying one thing, but the things that they're saying that they're approving for Wendy to do, it's not happening. So I believe that with Wendy taking on Joe as her personal attorney, I believe that things will start to turn around for the better for Wendy, and actually things that they say that that Wendy can be approved of to leave and stuff like that. I believe that it will actually be in motion at this point, with her having Joe on as her attorney. Because I believe that Wendy, I believe she's no dummy. She was probably listening, keeping her ears to the street through social media, the times that she can get on with her phone or whatever. And, when she seen that Joe, what's his name, Takapina, when she seen what he did for APRocky, I bet she was like, I need him on my team, which is in my opinion, which is a very smart move. Because what he did for ASAP, and he was facing 24 years, yeah, that's exactly who Wendy need. But I heard that Diddy had asked for Joe as well, but he turned Diddy down, and in my opinion, as he should, because in my opinion, I believe that most lawyers, they mostly take cases that they believe that they can win. Nobody wants to get up there and purposely make a fool of themselves. And Diddy has made a fool of himself, made a mockery of the court systems and everything. Especially when people been saying for years that in the earlier years that they tried to go to the police and stuff like that, and they got nowhere. So, and a lot of people were paid and bought off from Diddy. So, yeah, I believe that any lawyer taking on Diddy case is basically making a fool and continuing to try to make a mockery of the court system. And, this lawyer, he probably looked at both Diddy and Wendy being celebrities with high-profile cases, and both of the cases being tried in the public even before and after they are appearing in court. Yeah, Joe probably was like, no, I'm going to pass on Diddy, but I'm going to opt for the Wendy case. But regardless of all of that, I'm just glad that Wendy was able to secure a high-powered lawyer to actually go up against the legal system and whomever is behind this conservatorship of Wendy's, because I believe that it's more to it than just Wendy being locked up in that prison. Well, she called it a prison, and hopefully this man can help Wendy fight for her rights, because But not only do I hope that Joe can get Wendy freed from the conservatorship, but I also hope that he helps Wendy afterwards to sue whomever is the now power of attorney, and everybody and anybody that's involved in keeping Wendy's hostage. Because regardless, if she needed someone to look after her at one point in time, once Wendy was well enough to function on her own and take on full responsibility, and she asked to be let out, I believe that's exactly what should have happened. But people being greedy, in my opinion, they must have forgot that Wendy was actually Wendy Williams. Because once Wendy was able to start talking and telling the people her story and what was going on with her, that she does not have dementia, and telling the people that she was in a skyrise luxury prison against her wishes, things should have never gone this far and this long. That guardian, she should have been worried when Wendy started talking, and she should have started to back off Wendy. But instead, she either started feeding the judge information to try to tighten up the reins with Wendy by telling her to stop talking to people, or they were going to I believe stop her from coming outside or access, or whatever they was talking about. They was threatening her to stop talking with. But either, in my opinion, either the judge is in cahoots with the guardian, because for Wendy to ask to be let out, knowing that she has family that's willing and able to care for her and help her with whatever she needs, I don't understand why Wendy is still locked up. It's either for greed, or, like I say, the judge is in cahoots with the guardian or something. But I believe that part of it is for greed, to get all, for them to continue spending Wendy's money, or somebody, in my opinion, somebody wanted to shut Wendy up from telling whatever hot topics she got left to tell on them, and they want to keep Wendy locked up and make people think that she's not in her right mind. So whatever she says, whenever she is able to speak, nobody will even care, or it won't make sense. But I believe it's probably both. Probably they're keeping Wendy locked up for greed, or trying to keep her locked up for greed, and probably it's some hot topics that Wendy knows, and people don't want it to be told. But it has also been rumored, even though I don't know if it's been proven or not. I do not know if it's been proven for fact, but it has circulated through my timeline on social media that the people that Wendy worked for on the Wendy Williams show, that they were the ones responsible for putting Wendy in this condition and making Wendy have to go under a conservatorship. From what I heard, Wendy wanted to leave her talk show, and the people, whomever, the powers to be, they wanted her stopped. And from what I hear, they allegedly started doing things to cause her illness, putting things in her drink, putting things in her food, just messing with her, doing things to help cause her her illness. And I guess, in my opinion, if Wendy can't work for them, Wendy can't work for anybody. And it's like, wow. I mean, we all know Wendy was good, but to stop her from leaving, like I say, nothing has been proven. So I don't know. But if they are responsible, I hope Wendy is able to put all of them up under the jail when all of this mess with her. I am so sorry about that mess. But like I say, when this is all over, hopefully Joe is turns out to be her knight in shining armor and helps her get out of this mess. But I hope when this is all over that Wendy puts whomever is responsible up under the jail for all of this mess, because it just makes no sense. But all in all, I hope Wendy continues to gain her strength and her new lawyer, Joe, is able to get her out of that conservatorship so she can be free to live her life the way she sees fit while spending her own money. She's earned every bit of that money. That's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think.